Okay. I've avoided doing this, which is closing down this, I think. And no. Had some thoughts about how to do the redistribution. And coming to here. And looking in my horrible code drawer. I will remove some of these things. That got sorted out, and so did that. Oh. I'm going to zip this. Oh dear, it's 211 megabytes. Don't know if it's going to shrink very much. I suppose it is a bit. Well, it's not really that big. It's just there's a lot of stuff there that doesn't need to be. So, what is today? 26. I forgot that it was 2021 at some point. Oops. Yeah, no, I know. No. Now I have a new project. What do I want to get rid of? Look at these. What do I want to get rid of? Yeah, well, some things. Like this. I don't think string time I need. I think I've got it somewhere more sensible. This. What on earth? And what on earth? I've forgotten basically what these things do. It's been so long since I did any proper programming. But anyway. So I'm going to open Monkey and I'm going to close everything. Oh, close. Now, one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to main.monkey and I'm going to rename it G recurser. And I'm going to rename this render normal. And I'm going to get rid of these. I will recompile all this. I don't think I need any of those things. What on earth goes in main data? Bunch of stuff I don't use anymore. Yeah, I'm going to go back to code into GRecurser. I'm going to be bold and get rid of all those things. I'm going to assume that none of them are required. I'm going to make a new folder, which is test code, because there are some little test pieces of code I want to make. Now, welcome back, recurser. shouldn't use the word normal. In fact, I will close that and I'll call it, well, what will I call it? I think I'll just call it render1. And I'll actually have another little look in code and see, yeah, string time is in there. I'm sure this is nothing and I've got it elsewhere anyway. This, yeah, right, these two, this I'm not going to keep. Config.monkey, I think that's just sitting there for also like leftover for an old project. But anyway, there are going to be other things I want here. I will want render classes. Where's my source? Oh. Come on, I think that should make it up here. Unless I just, it is source there, G string time. What actually on earth is all this? So yeah, okay, it's that horrible thing that I put in. What? That doesn't actually have a purpose now, I see. It just called our render and right. Import code recurser. Oh yeah, it does, that's right. And recurser imports recurser classes. No one imports render classes. That's why it's not lighting up. It's because I was cleverer than that, and I think that I'll just again be brave and delete render classes. Snapper also has become part of make life difficult for myself. What has it become part of? Oh yeah, snap, right there. So also snapper can go. The rest. Cursor products, eh? I think I'm just going to leave that there. Now, will I just compile? Yeah, no, I won't compile because I need render compiled first, but in this case I get the chance again. Well, I always did. I'll make it a GUI. No, 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 no. This one. GUI render 1. Fine. Good. I'll be presented with a totally bare, no palette, no nothing again. I must put in, oh, it's so frustrating to put in these niggling little things when there are big, huge jobs to do. But the ability to save and load palettes and gradient sets, it's just so important. Anyway. So, what am I doing here? Taking a long time to recompile render 1, which is annoying because this is really just a test that I've got all the bits and pieces I need, and actually a big bunch of stuff's about to disappear from render 1, but anyhow. So now I need to compile this, but I don't want to, like, what happens if I just do build? I don't think I want to run it. Oh no, no. I meant this. Build. Yeah. Silly me. That seems very fast. So, here I am already anyway. I could oh, I better change. Damn it. I've compiled this too soon. I have to change the name of the program that I run. Hope you don't mind finding that in your folder. Don't think you will. Man. That's the first compile of it in a totally bare. It's a big job. So, the thing that I have to think about is not that complicated in a way. First off, going into I just have to remove modes, you know, render mode, draw modes. It's just going to be gradient. Done. There it is. Unfortunately, it's wrong. This is now going to be called, yeah, render1exe. Can I even remember where I'm doing this? Begin render. And string is render rrender. And what it actually should be is, I was thinking that the way this really should work is that it should be render1.exe. I think. And then I've got to use this horrible. No, I don't. No, I don't. Just have to know. What is it I'm looking for? Yeah, render program. Oh, yeah, I use a string. Of course I do. God. I suppose I just use that. Okay. Well, equals project dot render program. Okay. Not sure that'll really work, to be fair. I'm gonna give it a little go. I'll render something. Now, so what do I have to do? I have to remove the idea of a draw mode from the project class and its load, save and copy things. And I have to go into the GUI and remove the button that selects the draw mode and remove the functionality of, oh no, I've got to do something. Okay, render options, recursions, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 9, 10. Okay, look, it's saying render1exe, and that's what I got. Gotta put spaces after my colons. And I just render a still. Beautiful. Really kind of, wow. Now, so it works, basically. It ran the render program, it worked. But now I can't really waste time. I have to look at recurser classes first. And I have to remove draw modes. That is a thing that no longer exists, and everywhere I have just created an error, I have to be paying attention. I have to remove segment styles. That is a thing that will no longer exist, interestingly. Honestly, I'd forgotten I'd been considering segment styles, and I think that it's something that will only exist in an OpenGL version, and I think in an OpenGL version I'll just remove all the gradient stuff. I may go back to the scale styles, the segment styles stuff, you know, maybe. So, in fact, forget it. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around here. There is no such thing as a draw mode. Image path string. What's the problem with that? I think you mean this. There's no such thing as a segment style. There's actually now no longer such thing as paper and ink color, but do I use them? I feel like I do sort of use them somewhere, so I'm going to hang on. Gradient set, yeah. Low threshold scale style, scale value, frames per second, preview recursions, position, XB. All these things are still render single path, quality, program, retain images, copy render log. Okay, all these things look still quite normal, but then there is no such thing as a draw mode. And there's no such thing as a segment style. Don't know why you always think that's some sort of problem, but I'm going to ignore you. And that and this are no more. Shouldn't, yeah, although I don't think anything else, no gradient, yeah, no, nothing else should be too affected. Now in the recurser, let me just have a little work down. Man, some of this really could use. Yeah, I need to get back and look at some of these little details. It's interesting just to gaze down through it. How am I doing? AK. Right. Yeah. Now, this will become options, except it doesn't need to become that. It will go up to setup. Here. I will keep those things divided for what it's worth just now, you know. And actually that's it. Let's draw options in the image viewer. Oh god, yeah, it's just a flag. mode options to hide them. Okay, draw mode options. The draw mode menu is going to go. Hardware zone, well, it is basically going to go. Yeah, segment style, all that. None of those. That image, that's the thing. It was trying to tell me something there. All of this, actually, I get to save a load. Line width, maybe I'll keep line width for what it's worth in case I come back to that, but all this can also go. I should be more happy and overjoyed. Line width is fine for the display, actually. Same with paper color and ink color. I will hold on to them in case there's something that, you know, because they're related to the display. Now I can, it feels good to get rid of those horrible little things. Now you're fine, don't be so whatever. And I know you guys. What am I doing? You're tricking me. Hey, segment style was still there. Makes me... Where's line width? Right after paper color in save. Right, oh, ink color. Let me check that again. Ink color, yeah. Ink color, where's line width? Oh wow, line width equals S. Line width. Okay. Anyway, so this, and again I will be bold, just say it goes. So, and even the gradient zone, it's like, does it need a zone? It does not, really. There's the gradient button, the low threshold, high threshold, scale, style, scale value, and close, and that's what there is just now. So, this goes away. This kind of stays like this. Close button stays there, yeah, down at the bottom. But then I set up these hardware and gradient zones. That's not what I want, but I do want that button height plus border bit, because that is what positions the top of those zones. Not CY equals 0. And now, not the paper and ink color, but I am going to rem them out for now, because it might come to it that I put in options for managing, for you just saying what you want the paper and ink to the color to be. Similarly with the line width button. This just is nothing. No image path, no image. No. You may make decisions about how you want the screen to look, and I might sneak those things in here. Probably not, actually. In fact, almost certainly not. I might. It's going to annoy me that the line width defaults to being broader than a single pixel in the preview. Anyway, image gadget also goes. But this now just gets added to self, and CY does not equal 0, CY equals that thing that it equals up there. And actually, I'm just going to put this in here, because if it should come to it, I sneak those things back in, it'll be useful to have. Anyway, also, face height minus button height, and here I figure out height equals that. I just say the height equals 200. Okay, yeah, and then down at the bottom I arrange it to be the correct size. And I'll have to refigure that a little bit, but never mind. This goes here, and here, and here, and here. And this is being set up correctly, as is this, as is this. Then I say height equals cy plus window. Okay, so basically I just do that. But also this bit, I don't think that works, but anyway. Okay, so draw mode menu, segment style menu, scale style menu, all this become irrelevant. This stuff only because image path button is just a nonsense. Gradient button does belong, but not with this. Low threshold button, high threshold button, scale, yep. Update gadgets, okay, that's a thing that no longer exists. All this no longer exists, but I do need this bit. Like, there's no such thing as any of those zones. This bit, round. No such thing as a segment style, or line, or image. There's only gradient. There is no zones, just the buttons. Self. Oh. Yeah, I don't need to do that. That's a thing for resizing it, and it's may happen at some point, but basically no time soon actually it's going to go. Not that, but I will hold on to that. Also line width, I want, well, screw it, I must have deleted it and it's too late now. Sorry, line width, I will come back for you if you're ever needed. Excuse me. Why am I annoyed by this? And I bet that's why I'm annoyed by it. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Where's next? Now I think that's pretty much it here. Those were the things. Well, no, it's not. I know where the next thing is. I think. Yeah, it's down in work zone. And it is in. Wow. Finish draw. All that is rubbish, but the gradient bit is sort of meaningful. Now, do I do another reference to this further down? Where on earth do I... Oh, I set the line... Hang on a sec. Draw the curve. Curve thickness. Curve thickness equals 2. Okay, yeah, so I take it from the line width, then I set it to 2. I'm going to set it to 1.5. I'm going to leave this bit as it is just now, just indented to remind me that this is what I'm doing. That I am, yeah, basically. paper C. The hell? Oh yeah, paper C set from okay, God. What on earth am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I do know exactly what I'm doing. Setting the paper and ink color with TG multiplied. No, setting the paper and ink color with a TG gradient, not multiplied, but at that position in the gradient level. God, how easy I forget these things. But anyway, I think maybe that is it. I think it is really it. And that's all that round out stuff. The stuff that I just round out. I think. Yeah. Okay. Now render. I'm going to be bold again and say I won't quite be that bold, but that can go. This is a bugger of a one. Man, I shouldn't be so anxious because it has to happen. But man, there's a bunch of stuff like this should not be necessary. Render. Okay, I better get this on the go. Yeah, can't do any of this stuff. Everything has to move back into main, which suits me fine. I don't want apps or app windows. God, I bet this is just going to cause me more problems. Yeah, so all this should just be gibberish. Like the bit that I actually want. No canvas. No, that's not required. No window. No on render. I do want to know. No, don't want to know a window width. I do want to know if it's abandoned. Latest log equals latest log, does it? Why does that make me all of that? I do want. Bits of tat, I do not. Oh, there's no such thing as app terminate, just the end of the program. Oh yes. Select project draw mode. So here actually is an interesting thing. There is no draw mode. So there's none of this. There's just array prep time. Now I'm going to leave that in there, just tabbed in, just so I kind of remember, just for now, that this might be. In these cases, nothing else, because there is no copy to Pixmap, or at least nothing of interest. It is just this stuff. Array parsing, color sampling, top pixel, average pixel, save Pixmap. And again, all of this totally irrelevant. Not this. And again, all of this. Not these. Actually, you know something? I really wish I had not just done that, because there's is it the copy pixmap time is the one that's not like required. Copy pixmap. Save pixmap to string. Hardware, yeah. Texture time. Okay, getting rid of texture time as well. And I can get rid of that word because it's not really relevant. It's just that. And I can get rid of all because that's not really relevant. Okay. Numlines, high point, average point, parse time, color time. Okay. Texture time. Okay. Not relevant. Not relevant. Yes, they are. Don't be such a fusspot. Texture time and copy to pixmap time. Not relevant. Output image. Do this. Update frame info. Right. Not relevant. Output anim. Yep. That's where it does the actual render. Render. Man, oh man. Just render the damn gradient. Don't need any of that. Or this. This can come in here. Render OGL. And draw curve OGL. The things of the past. Nothing I come across in render gradient should have any problem with anything I've done. Or draw curve gradient. I've been thinking about this. I'm pretty sure there's a more efficient way. I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll come back to it. Now, I wonder if I can get rid of any of these horrible things that I just invent. I mean, look at all this stuff. Yeah, current invent during recursion of preview. Yeah, segment, adding points. Mainly gradient values, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know something, I'm pretty much calling that done, and I am expecting crashes, but you know what, I'm just going to go for doing it in release. Render space, no member name, draw mode. What's your problem with render space? Mojo not found. Okay, perfect place to start. Next, our class space. Uniforms not found. Oh man, oh man. General. What on earth? I can't import to general because it's got some Mojo stuff and it's in the font. It's the only little bit of Mojo. Wow, that's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Material, yeah, can't use material, image or font. Okay, well, I guess that means that what I get is general and general graphics. I think that is what it's going to mean. That's fucking annoying. Excuse my language. Will it automatically give me that? Yeah, thanks. And yeah, I'll just go for it. Import code general graphics. General is, and so everything from Gmaterial through image and font. Man, there's a bunch of stupid stuff here. I can get rid of all that really now. And it can go into general graphics. And I think that general graphics is going to share a namespace. G-space. I bet this causes more problems, but we'll see. So I wonder if I actually just make a... I just save this, and save this, and go to general graphics and import general. What I have to do... Yeah, no, just like that. And here I just import general graphics. And here I just import general, not general graphics. Namespace Mojo not found. Oh, you're joking. For recurser classes I need namespace Mojo. Do I really? Oh, where am I doing this? Okay, yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Why did I not delete this? Well, anyway. Oh me, we will see about this. I don't know, I've just made quite a bit of changes actually, quite a few changes to the, you know, to the outer loop. It's just finished running the app but didn't give any errors. That's what I expected and hoped for. And now I hope to be able to just plop that over. And this time go back to G recurser and run it. What? Where's general graphics? That's in the wrong place. That's silly. Okay, that's fine, okay. Discard. Oops, hope I didn't bugger that up. Code, general graphics. Don't think I did. Passed. Let's have a look at what I've just done then. And I wonder if it'll still render something. For one thing, it shouldn't load a project. I wonder if that will crash it. I always if it doesn't manage to load a project, it should present me with just a clean, clear nothingness in front of me. Oh. I'm going to see if this runs. I'll do a really simple render and then I will call it a video. It's a long compile. But I suppose I made an awful lot of little changes there to it. Okay. It's not good news. Well, first thing I can do... Okay. Don't bother. The first thing I can do is go back to debug mode. And honestly, I might not fix this just now, not before starting another video. Because I'm not that surprised. Ugh. At least maybe I'll see what the problem is. Oh, compile. I wonder if I should try and get a new computer. My mouse is behaving now better anyway. My microphone is generally behaving better. I'm being more cruel to it. The machine's absolutely fast enough for most things. I don't know, I suppose if I had a nicer processor this sort of stuff might be a bit quicker. I suppose there'd be benefits for FFmpeg. That is a long compile. But then I suppose, yeah, this might be the first, this is the first time in fact it's been compiled in debug mode, I think. Just not responding. Wow. Not even a little error message. Well. Sorry, I've got the debugger running. Can I look at that debug thing and expect to find something? I'm just quite unused to running the debugger. Finished debugging app. Okay, wow, well I wonder where it went wrong then. Oh. something about something about the order that the specific things I removed, I'll bet will have got it into a crazy loop. I bet that's not impossible. What? That's what it was. Damn, I have to take care of that. Okay, well, it's running. Draw options. I got a gap. That's maybe not a surprise. Gradient, low, high, scale style. Right, things are off the bottom. Yeah, okay. Let's sort that immediately. Recurser, project, source. Why are these in a strange order? Source. What was it? Draw mode options, new. So it doesn't actually have to equal that anymore, it just needs to equal, I think, maybe 0 in fact, because gradient button is going right at the tip top. And I don't add cy plus equals scale value button height. No, I don't think I needed to do that. I don't think I did. Yes, I did. I think I did. So, well, gosh, I'm glad it ran that quickly and easily. And it reloaded my thing as well. Okay, still not a large enough window. These bits and pieces are working. Fine. Because it's not a large enough window, because height equals cy plus window height, title height, plus window border size. Well, no, it doesn't need to be bigger than that. Plus button height plus border. Do I have a border? I'll just have border. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm pretty much calling this a success, to be fair. Yeah, that's all its bits. Everything else just works as normal. I suppose I will do seeing as we're here. Have some preview recursions. Draw something like that. Where is the frame there? Let's actually just get a bit more of it. And bang this up to 10, and let's see. Well, that's some bullshit. Okay, well, it didn't work. Clearly did it. That's pretty funny. It looks like there's something there, but no, there's not. Okay, well, I am going to... There's no point doing anything else here, is there? I can't be bothered just now doing all this test. I need to finish this up. See, that took longer. Okay. Well,